First thing you want to do is open the back port, take out the hard drive. Okay, so this screw right here, right there. You unscrew that, and then we'll get it out in 1 sec. So, for your tools, we're gonna need a screwdriver, of course. We're gonna need a Phillips head, and then specifically this one, the Torx T9H. The H means that it has a hole in it. If you look at that, it has a tiny hole in it. And oh wait, first you start with the Phillips here. Take the hard drive. I know I have like a small one for this big fat thing.
Ew.
So that's the first screw. Oh, don't lose them. That one's gonna be hard to
Make
get.
sure not to lose any of the screws. Holy crap! You took it out with one screw.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's one screw, one retaining screw that screws in like right there, and then that's pretty much it. That's all that holds it in.
Amazing.
So we'll put. In reality, we should use an air compressor, but we can get away with using like a brush. So I'll get a brush in a minute. All right. So the first thing you want to do to take it off is like it's really weird because it's kind of like a slant, right? And you want to remove the top part first, and so the top part will allow you to unscrew the bottom part off. So the way that works is lift it up. You want to lift this side up, and then you want to basically pull it like up and out, up and then out like that. So the first thing we want to do is we have to unscrew the thicker screws that go all the way into the other side, right? That's what we want to do. So we switch to our Torx T9. This is the part where if you don't have this bit, you might as well just not do this.
A Torx T9.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's pretty long.
Yeah, so you see that's super long. So it basically goes through the entire console there. So take these off. These are really annoying because it's kind of like a plate. And only one of them is kind of long here. So we have that.
Amazing.
Remove the bottom first, because the bottom will have some other stuff to hold this in. I believe to get the bottom, we have to do something to the back here. I just don't remember what it was here. So the way it's made again is that obviously you have that little shape up here again. So you have to kind of do it like upside down like this, and do the same kind of motion where you pop it up and then pull it out. So I usually want to do this. These are all off. People have already gone into them.
Oh, that's brand new.
Yeah, this is brand new, bro. I forgot. People usually remove this when they open it the first time, and they lose it, and they never remember where it's at. Okay, so bottom piece is off. Oof.
Woo!
Real dusty. And before it's this shit
The
right
homie
here.
didn't even. He just went off of memory.
Yeah.
I had to look at a video. And
Of
be
course,
like,
yeah.
this motherfucker just straight up opened it up like, oh wait, did I forget something?
Yeah.
Yo, man. Yo, that's how Dante killed my other PS4, yo. He just opened it up. And he was like, oh shit, I forgot which order to go in.
There we go. All right, got it. Fuck, man. I got it in my mouth again.
Brutal.
All right. Let me squish that back together here. All right, so next is this thing, this little fucker right here. So this is the part where I didn't want to hurt my hands. Yeah, gently, very gently. This part is very delicate. There we go. Bam. Easy. All right, let me make sure this is together now, since I fucking ripped it apart. I ripped this shit open. We'll take off all of these.
The cinematography on this video is gonna be some other shit, man.
Yeah, you
like,
think so?
Ooh, look at that.
All right, so perfect. So all the screws are all gone from this side, right? Now we'll go to the other side. So now I flip it over like this.
Now you gotta reassemble it and take it apart again and do it step by step instead of stream of conscious.
Yeah, that maybe I should. This is the other one that I hate. Okay, so we're gonna gently grab it, gently grasp it.
Gently but firm.
Gently but firmly grasp it. And
There
then,
you go.
Voila. You just wiggle that side to side. Comes out. No problem. That one actually came out easier than the other one. The power supply one is fucking annoying. Let's unplug everything here, though. So first things first, this one right here. Gently unplug that. Take this one right here. Gently unplug that. This one over here has a little lock on it. Pop that up. Pop that out. This one is just a slider right out. And voila. All right. You obviously want to know one, where the screw goes, and two, which screw goes in that hole because of threading. So like sometimes the threading won't like you'll have a threading from one screw and then you have a threading from the other screw, and they won't match up when they go in the hole. Especially when you're putting it right back together, you definitely want the screws to match up. And also another thing, you never know if a screw is longer than another screw. That's another thing. If a screw is longer than another one, you definitely want to put them in the right spot, because if you screw one in and it's the same thickness but not the same length, you could end up breaking something on the other side.
Wow.
Now we just lift this up. Oh wait, missed one. See, these guys are invisible. There's the one in the corner here. Okay, right there. All right, so now I should be able to just pop this off here. Yep, there it is, and voila. So this is like the little cowling or the metal piece that's supposed to go on top of this. Like a bunch, all these screws go on this, which is kind of crazy. This is basically putting pressure on it so that the thermal paste is on evenly. The way you take this off is that you want to do like a few screws on this side, a few screws on that side, and then when you put it on, do the same thing. Where you're doing, let's say, I'll do 2. I'll do 1, 2, and then do the other side, 1, 2, just to evenly distribute pressure. Okay, and you do the same thing over again. 1, 2, 1, 2. I like to keep the screws in there, you know, obviously, just so that organization's sake, you know, just to keep them in there. Or next to them. All right, then this, I like to pick it up with my fingernail like this. Some people don't have a fingernail, so if you don't have a fingernail, get a black stick and put the black stick under there, and then pop it out with a black. And then we are in the belly of the beast. Oh, first things first, we should gently remove this thing right here. Another connector here. Hold on. So gently pull that out. Don't forget to put that one in. A lot of people forget to put that one in. And then the way we pull this up is that we pull it from this side. We lift it up from this hole, right? This is the only hole that's going to block us, but we need to pull it this way, kind of. So it kind of goes up and then swoops out. Hold on. Up, and then it swoops out this way. You see how there's a lip there? Mm-hmm. So you have to swoop it out this way. All right, so now we got to be careful with this, because obviously this is the processor. But the thing we are here for is this and that. But before we do that, before we apply new thermal paste, wow, it does need a lot of thermal paste. This is like the tiniest amount. They could have used so much more. You're kind of off on the little corners there. It's kind of taken by this. Okay, interesting. Yeah, you could have used a little more, man. It's definitely dry too.
First time it's opened up, so
since how many years? 7? Since you got it, right? Oh,
7
it was a warranty
years.
sticker. It was a warranty sticker. Holy shit, we opened the fresh one. Holy fuck.
This is brand new.
Okay, so first things first, let me grab a toothbrush to brush out the dust before we put the new thermal paste on.
Of course, that makes sense.
Yeah, I went and I got some alcohol, right? The higher percentage, the better, to take it off. We got some Q-tips to like get in there. I'm gonna get a paper towel soon, and then I got the toothbrush, not sponsored. And then, so what we're going to do is brush off the dust first. So, let's start with this first. No, actually, let's start with this first, because the cleaner it is, the better for this. So, we'll start with the dirty bits of this. So, first things first, we have this little spot right here. Just going to get that off there, get that off there, and then we have this spot right here. You just want to be kind of gentle with it. You can be kind of rough because it is a toothbrush, and you're not gonna, you know, chip's not gonna fly off if you brush it real hard. But obviously, the goal is just to get the surface dust off. We have look, we have like dust, like bunnies, like all settled in there too. You have any issues with time?
Excuse me?
Do you have any issues with time in your games?
Nah.
No? Okay. I was gonna say, so we can replace the the battery here too. This is what keeps the time.
Is that the crucifixion right there?
No, that's the this is just to tell you that this side is the positive side. The underside is the negative side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Word.
This is just the battery that basically stores the time for the entire system. You also see these in computers as well.
I thought that was Jesus.
You thought that was Jesus. I want to move on to this real quick. So we got like dust right here and the intake here. Just a little bit though. It's not too bad. Just good. This is that one piece. Don't panic if you lose it. This is basically a retaining screw for this piece right here. So it's like if you like, I didn't remove the screw. I didn't remove the retaining screw for this. But I will put it immediately back as soon as I get it out, because I do want this to be retained. This is like the middle centerpiece. Like you don't really take this out. Well, not a lot of people take this out, but for you, we're gonna take it out.
Oh shit. Word. Yeah, that's a lot. No wonder.
Yeah, we got that intake clean, pretty much. A little more there, but that's all right. It's not. Yeah, I was gonna say, can I take it out now? Yeah, it's not too bad. All right. What you're gonna do is if you clean a fan, hold it down before you blow on it, because if it spins, it'll create power, and if you have it plugged into something, it could short something out. So
wow.
Yeah, just hold it. Always hold it.
Delicate.
As long as it's not like spitting the dust, you should be okay. And then we have the disk drive, or we don't have a compressed air, so we're just gonna clean the mouth a little bit. Just when you put the disc in, it doesn't pick up some dust. And put it inside of the tray. The buttons and the chassis slightly right there. Alright, so we're gonna put the thermal paste on. Before I do that, I'm gonna put this back on. It's important to make sure you have all the cables routed when you put this on. So make sure that's all good. Make sure you have all of those. Otherwise, it'll be a pain in the ass to get them after you screw it down. I'm gonna go ahead and screw just the corner piece of this down, because this is the retaining screw right here. This is where it kind of retains its shape or its rigidity right here in this corner. First things first, let me get a paper towel. So first things first, just drop a little bit on here. Drop some of that 91%. The higher the better. 99 would be perfect, like the ideal, but you got what you get, and you don't get upset. Because the thing is, the percentage just means how much water is in it. And obviously, water and electronics don't mix. But if it's alcohol, you'll be alright. So, we're very delicate with this. Get a Q-tip of alcohol, and then I'll get a paper towel here to put the stuff on. So, just gently take this off. Use the alcohol to gently push it. Okay, and then we have the center, which we'll just do something like this. That'll dissolve everything in the center there. Let me try to pick that up. Pick that glob up. Alright, so this is why I got the paper towel, to basically do that. In case I got a glob and stuff. Okay, let's switch to the other side. Use some more alcohol. Oh, it's a little wet. Okay. And then we'll gently clean this off. Any of the excess, any of the extra thermal paste that we have here. This is the thermal paste from, what, 7 years ago? 8 years ago?
Yup.
So we're going to be extra fancy with it. We got the XM50. This is some good shit right here. So what we do is, you're technically supposed to put like a tiny dot. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a dot in the middle, and then I'm going to put all four corners, because you want it to spread out, and you want it to be evenly covered, right? It doesn't matter if this touches any of these chips on the outside here. This is like designed for that. But the more the better, the more the merrier, but obviously we don't want to use too much now. Evenly spread it out here. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna be extra fancy with it. Get a close up of this.
Fancy, huh?
So we got this Corsair card, and then we can basically see how it's gonna, like, this is for spreading it, but I wanted to basically show you the spread when we put the thing on. So it's gonna look like that, basically, as we spread it on. Like, you can see that this corner right here is a little more work, and this corner over here needs a little more work. But we have a good spread right there, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna gently take that off. We're gonna apply just a tiny bit more, but we have the spread perfectly spread out. With a tiny little bit more, tiny bit more. Not too much. That's good right there. We lost the thermal pads, so we'll put those back. Hold up. The next thing we want to do is we're going to put the plate back on. Wait, but before we put the plate back on, we need to put the pressure back on. So we put this right on. Put this on. And then this is all of this, right, is very important, because when the thing we just did is we put the thermal paste on, and we want the thermal paste to be evenly spread out. So this is going to basically evenly spread that out. Alright, get rid of that, get rid of that, and that. Alright, flatten it down. Okay, now we can plug it in. I can plug these guys in. If you guys ever lost this piece,
the little piece,
the little metal piece, right? Where it goes is it goes right here on the heatsink. You put it right there, and that's it.
Dude, we were stuck on that for almost like 20 minutes.
And then you can put your motherboard back in. All right, so now we can plug at least the power stuff in first, like this and this. We can plug those in. Put it on just like that. Make sure these are out of the way before I place it down. Make sure that these are lined up. Nice and good. There we go. Now you can plug this stuff in. Make sure this is lifted up before we plug it in. Plug this in. Take this one, plug this one in. Now that's all plugged in, we can go ahead onto putting all these screws back in. Oh shoot, where does this one go? First things first, for this one, we gotta plug it in first. I like to plug it in like this because I'm lazy. Hurts my hand if I do it another way. Alright, so plug it in just like that. We're gonna take it, put it upside down. We're gonna line this with this, basically, and just push it straight down. Oh. There it is. This is the one part I always put on first. This piece, because it's always so weird. This part makes me feel like an alien made this shit. Like this part, the fuck is this for, man? If it's a heat sink, it's a shitty one, and if it's a shield, it's an even shittier one that wasn't built into the fucking thing. Oh, it only goes there after I put the power supply in. The leg goes into there, then I could screw it in. That's why I was like, why can't I screw this in? I was like, what the fuck? It goes right there.
There are
There's
steps
an arrow.
to it.
Yes, there are steps to it. We gotta put on the bottom piece. So this piece right here, this bottom piece.
And which is actually kind of tricky.
Yeah, it's actually a little bit tricky. So the way you do it is this lip here, right? Is what you want to do. Is you want to basically put it in that lip right there first, right? Line that lip up first, right? See that?
It's
right?
underbite, yeah.
Yeah, it's line that underbite up first, right? Make sure it's lined up, and then the back should just drop right in, and then just should lock, and then that's pretty much it. Make sure the back of it is locked in, right? And then push the top down, and that's it. You basically got your PlayStation fully assembled. The last thing is putting the retain screw or the security screw back into the back here, just to hold the case together. You don't want to put this in. And then the last thing is the hard drive here. So if you look inside, it kind of shows you how this is supposed to be oriented. It's supposed to be upside down like this. Okay, make sure that's in all the way. Then you get your screw here. All right, and then the last piece, just that little cap here, which just goes basically right on here like that, and that's it. Voila. And you can even do this. Some people do this, where they'll take the stickiness and put it right back on. That's my warranty sticker. All right, and there it is. All right.
Excellent.
Like and subscribe. That's
Troy Gaming.